Hello, I'm Sue Price, and I'm here to show you SQangles, just one little component. This is, we're going to do a 1.5 inch quick 8's SQangle. They're called SQ because they're super quick. They're called SQangles because they're iron-on templates, no lines to draw, no paper to tear off, and they are precise. Multiple use sheets, quick, easy, and accurate. I love the SQangles. The one I'm doing today is just a quick 8's. Oh, I had the quick 4's there. Sorry about that. These are quick 4's. We're not doing those today, but this is the way you make super quick flying geese 4 at a time. That's not what we're doing today, so I'll put those aside. We're doing the quick 8's. 8 half-square triangles, precisely done in a short time, using SQangles. So first of all, you take 2 pieces of fabric, put them right sides together. The 1.5 inch fits very nicely on a charm square. So that's what I'm going to do. Is you have to be very careful because it just barely fits on there. But it does fit if I have it just right. It's important that you use an iron that heats up all the way, because if you use one that cuts off every 15 minutes that you're not using it, and then you start to do this, it may not transfer as it should, because it has to be hot. And you can learn, after you do it a little while, you'll learn what works best, what heat setting with your iron. This is it. This is what it looks like ironed on. So what we do now is just sew from corner to corner on the stitching lines. And if you sew exactly on the line, then you're going to have a very precise half-square triangle. Now, a lot of people like a scant 1/4 inch. If you want to do that, you can go just inside, but they are precise if you just go right on the line. They're going to, this particular one is 1.5 inches finished. We're always talking finished. And anytime we're talking about SQangles, they're sold by the finished size. So, and you can look at any pattern. You can use them with any pattern. You just need to determine what the finished size is in a pattern, and buy that size SQangle. It's easy to figure that out because if it says 2 7/8, then you know it's going to finish at 2 inches. This particular one we're doing is 1.5 inches finished. And so when we cut it apart, it should measure 2 inches because it allows that 1/4 inch to be there too. Well, if I can hold on to it. I'm left-handed, I guess you can tell. They work for any hand, doesn't matter. So I like to cut the outside lines first and get it back down to the correct size. Then I cut the straight lines, and then I do the diagonal lines and come out with a perfectly sized half-square triangle. So I'll do I like these little turnaround things. If you can keep them together, it's really neat to not have to be turning everything all the time. If I could keep them right together, I can do it in one little thing, but if I don't, and I didn't, forget that, I'll just hit it this way. These don't have to be quite as precise in the middle because they're going to be in the back of your deal. Whoa. Okay, now we've got to get that iron back over there, but again, it's one that cuts off every 15 minutes, so hopefully it hasn't cut off, and I'll get it back up here and get it really hot and open these. Okay. I'm going to put that dark side up so that when I press them, they'll go to the dark side, which is usually what people do. Not always. It's just kind of something that we do to keep the other from showing through. I think I'm going to give it a little squirt of this. If you don't have one of these, they're just great because they really give you a real fine mist. They don't get it too wet. They get it just right. Anyway, you get the idea. You're going to open up all 8 of these and cut off those little dog ears or mouse ears or whatever. I said mouse because I have a mouse I'm trying to catch, and it keeps stealing the bait. I just need it out of my house. And you know, you're supposed to just press, and I have a tendency to hit them too hard, and you're really not supposed to do that. You're supposed to set it there. That's what pressing really is putting it there and just setting it there. I have a tendency to be a little too heavy-handed sometimes. Okay. I need to cut off these little things. And then measure, because I want to show you how precise they are. And there it is, a perfectly precise, showing 2 inches, but when it's sewn in, it will be 1.5 inches, half square triangle. And you have 8 of them. I don't know, it didn't take very long to get all those done. Anyway, I hope you'll try SQangles. I think they're really a time saver. And as I said, we have different things. We have the quick 4s, which is for making flying geese. We have the quick 8s for making 8 at a time half square triangles, but those are only from 1, 1.5, and 2 inches. Then we have the full sheets that make lots and lots. They're 12 by 18 sheets that with a fat quarter, less than a fat quarter really, you can make lots of half square triangles. These are kind of what I like to use when I'm doing something scrappy. The other thing too is I really like to size my components where they can be used together, like 2 inches, 4 inches, 1 inch, and then do the flying geese accordingly so that you can fit everything together and it all works. I hope you'll try SQangles. Thank you.